In the last video, I showed you how to take a free online interest assessment that the US government has put together. Now that you have your code, we can find occupations that best fit your interests. Again, here I am at onetonline.org. To look at occupations that best fit your interest, you would go to Advanced Search up here, and then select Interests. And then here you can see all the Holland occupational themes to the left. What was your top 3? My top 3 was social, investigative, and enterprising. So I'll go down here, select social, and you would select your top one. Here you can see it. Here I am on this screen and it states, have a 3-letter interest code. This is where you input your 3-letter interest code, or Holland code. You can see the drop-down menu here, and you can do that with all 3 of them. But before I refine my results, I want to show you here on the right side is the occupations. Then on the left side, you see the job zone, and you see a number here. The job zone just means the level of education or training typically required for this given occupation to the right. So a 1 means little or no education required, whereas a 5 means extensive education or training. You can see the 5s down here. When you look at these occupations, such as food server, you don't need a bachelor's degree for these. But as you scroll down toward the 3s and the 4s, and then 5s even, these 5s include physician assistants or counseling psychologists. Many of these typically require a master's degree or a doctorate degree. Okay, I'm going to scroll back up to the top again, and here you can see these 3 choices. For the second choice, I will choose investigative and then select go. What this will do is refine the results. If you notice that using these top 2 themes refined my results, I no longer have any one job zone, and they become more specific. A lot of these are around 3s, 4s, and 5s. Many of these are also something that I have interest in. I have taught at a university and loved it, and as you can see, post-secondary teaching and also counseling, which I earned my master's degree in. Also, if you look to the left, this code here shows either an SI or an IS. Whatever letter is first means that the occupations theme has more weight toward the first letter. So here it shows clinical psychologists. It is more investigative than social. But then if I scroll up, it shows me rehabilitation counselor, which is more social than investigative. Okay, now I'm going to enter my last theme, which was enterprising. And select go. Now this really refines it. You see only 5 occupations here. What are your top themes and what occupations does it show? These are the ones that are most likely in line with my interests. One thing to keep in mind is that there is a difference between career exploration and career development, which I've heard many people use synonymously. But career exploration means to examine different career options according to your strengths, interests, skill set, and personality, and to find which one would best suit these things. Whereas career development means that as you progress in your career, whatever it may be, that you increase your skills, you grow your capacity, and your interests can even change as you have different experiences and discover more of your skills and what you like to do. What is quite profound here to me is that I enjoy creating educational content, teaching and training and conducting courses. As you can see, some of this is teaching, and this one specifically, under instructional coordinator, encompasses much of this. My interests have developed from just counseling to providing content and instruction. I bring this up because enterprising used to not be one of my top interest themes. But interests change, and that is a major part of career development. Personality is not supposed to change, and most people think it remains pretty much the same throughout life. I took the MBTI, the personality assessment, many years ago, and have recently taken it again, and the results were near identical. But with interests, they have developed and evolved over time. When you have more experiences, you start to acquire more interests, and you understand what you like, and realize what you may not like. So we have covered personality type and interests in the last videos, but there is another thing that is very important to consider, and that is what you value. Values are important because they help you to find a career where you are not required to go against what you embrace, Your values determine who you are. They determine what choices you make as well. In the next video, I will help you to discover your values related to a career. You will find more satisfaction in careers that encompass values that are important to you. Knowing your personality, which occupations fit your personality, knowing your interests and what occupations you find interest in, and knowing what your values are and what occupations meet your values, that is how you pinpoint a career. And values are important because, for example, achievement may be something you value, being able to accomplish and gaining a feeling of accomplishment in the workplace, whereas others may value relationships and occupations that allow you to work in a friendly and non-competitive atmosphere. You can find occupations that satisfy your work values. In the next video, I will describe this more in detail. See you then.